Right, we'll make a start. Just looking around, you may have actually noticed yourself the academy, particularly those who've been here 2-3 years, the academy is getting bigger and bigger. There's nearly 850 of you. In fact, there are 850 of you now, and we're full at 900. So just takes us a little bit longer to get in for these big assemblies, and we've got more and more chairs out. So firstly, well done for getting in as smoothly and quickly as you have done this morning. Secondly, yesterday was great. I think what we did by starting the timetable early, bringing our new young people into year 7 a couple of weeks early, meant yesterday we were just going again, and that was fantastic. What was also fantastic was to see how you present yourself as students at City Academy. You look amazing. You look great. And you've set a standard now that you have to maintain, and you know it's what we expect. Very much so. But well done for that as well. I think one thing about how you present yourself, it's really important, obviously, when you're inside the academy. It's equally important coming to school in the morning and going home. People judge you on how you present yourself. That's how they make their first impressions. I might be wrong, but that's what we all do. So we've made a great start there. I'm really pleased with that. It's also really good to see so many young people wearing red ties. Not just in year 11, but right through the academy. These are young people who have been marked out as prefects. That's not a closed club. Anyone can join that club. All you have to do is show a level of maturity and willingness to get involved in the life of City Academy. And that's really nice. And then the last thing I wanted to mention, last year we really encouraged a lot of young people to participate in all sorts of things right across the academy. But one thing that we're relaunching this year is your voice. This academy will work better if we can hear what you have to say. So each school now has its own council, and each school feeds into the school council. And the senior prefects on that school council will be reporting to me regularly about what you think, how we can get better. Next week, you'll also see in each school a little post box and speak out cards. We had these before we came over to the new building, and students could make comments about life in the academy and post them. And there were all sorts of things, from good suggestions to concerns about friends and what was happening to them or what they were doing, etc., etc. And they will be about the academy as of next week. So look out for those and feel free to use them. So your voice, we want to listen to your voice to help us continue our year-on-year improvement. We don't often do this, but I just thought I would. We've got a number of new staff. In fact, earlier in the week there were 18 new staff in the academy. But these are some of the key ones that you'll meet each day. Just so you know, just to give you an idea who these people are. New head of sport, new head of English. New teacher in English, new teacher in sport, new science teachers, new geography teacher, new drama teacher. So when you go to your lessons, if you're expecting to see a teacher from last year, they've moved on and new colleagues have come in to join them. So if you are in their classes, then please respond how you would normally respond to the staff that you're used to working with. Now, we've mentioned what I want to talk to you about this morning a couple of times in passing. Last year. This year, a bit like Student Voice, we're going to raise the profile because it is so important. And the word that we use is mindset. In other words, how do you see yourself? What is your mind like? And there are two ways of looking at yourself. One is, my mind tells me, I can't do this, I'm useless, I'm hopeless, therefore I'm not going to try. The other one is, this is the one we want you all to be at, that I might not be very good at this now, but I know I can get better, and I know I can improve, and I'm going to give things a go and keep having a go at them. So that during my time in the academy and in your life outside of the academy, you can grow as an individual, both in your head and with your skills and attributes that you have. And that open mindset, where you know you can grow, some of you will have already. And I know in some subject areas you've explored your mindset. But unfortunately, many of you will have a closed mindset. And a closed mindset is a really negative thing to have, and a really negative view of yourself, because it stops you growing as an individual. You'll see around the school and on the screens a series of new posters. These posters are being produced by students. And it's about growing your mindset, exactly as I've said. It's about you developing confidence in yourself to be successful, even when it gets tough. In fact, especially when it gets tough. This poster shows the scale of how you go through things. The bottom of the scale actually is a completely closed mindset. And I've seen, not many, but I have seen some young people do this in the academy. I won't do it. I'm not doing that. Because you haven't got an open mindset, you're frightened of doing something and seeing yourself as a failure. And then sitting next to that, I can't do it. And you react very quickly. Too quickly. Some people say, I won't do it before they've even had a go at it. And the scale moves up. I want to do it. How do I do it? I'll give it a try. I can do it. I will do it. Did it. And the open mindset allows you to get to the top of that scale. Nothing comes easy. To get what you want, you have to work at it. Our Year 11 students last year made fantastic progress. The vast majority of them worked their socks off for their exams, and the progress levels were very, very good. Some of them didn't get A stars and A's, they got D's. But they were starting from somewhere right down here. But because they had an open mindset, they progressed. So nobody within the academy, no adult is going to say to you, just do this, it's really easy. Achieve this, it'll be easy. It won't. If you want to achieve something, it's down to one thing and one thing only: hard work. No matter where your starting point is, it's hard work. This is about this change. It doesn't matter how good you are. How good do you want to be? What do you want to be? And if you know how good you want to be, you can do something about it through that hard work. Do not worry about making mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Mistakes are good. Drafting and redrafting work, giving it another go. Everybody in here does it. Everybody in here does it. Adults and yourselves. Do not be frightened of mistakes. As it says, mistakes prove that you're giving it a go. You learn by making mistakes. I think I saw Mr. Dolding do an assembly where he showed a youngster of about 18 months trying to walk and keep falling over. Now, if that youngster had a closed mindset, they would never have learned to walk. But it kept getting up and giving it another go, and getting up and giving it another go. So those mistakes, really important. Do not worry about them. None of our adults will punish you for making mistakes. They will help you when you make mistakes. Keep trying. You know, you've got a plan, okay, it doesn't work. There's another plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, etc., etc. I'm sure he won't mind me referencing this. We had a boy who was in the academy for 2 years last year, was determined to be a professional footballer. He was on the Norwich City Academy programme. He actually travelled here from Hertfordshire. And unfortunately, he hasn't been kept on the programme. So he's now moved to Plan B. I was talking to him on results day. He did happen to get 8 A stars and an A, but he's now decided to become a mathematician. That's Plan B. And I know, talking to his mum, he has a Plan C, and that's to be a journalist. So just because you don't get what you want first time, don't let that put you off. You can always come up with something else. Amateurs call it genius, professionals call it practice. And what that means is, too often we said it, oh, he's good at that, she's good at that, she's a genius at that. All of that has been worked on and practiced and practiced and practiced. Whether you're watching an international footballer, someone on the TV in a drama production, or somebody who is out in the community doing a job of work as a teacher or as a social worker, we do it again and again, and we improve improve our practice, we get better and better. That's a professional approach. High-level professional work comes through practice. It starts with the 18-month-old practicing walking, as this photograph shows, practicing your handwriting. You know, if you're not great, keep doing it. You'll get better. If you're not good at maths, keep doing it. You'll get better. If it doesn't come easy to you. So practice and repeating things is really important. Because the brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The more you use it, it gets stronger. If you don't use it, it stops working. I'm going to sound like an old man now, but there are a lot of young people who wish, I want to be this, I wish I was this. It's no good wishing about it. Wishing will not make things happen. You've got to start saying, I will do something. Nobody is going to come along and give you anything. You have to do something. And if you do something and practice and keep getting better, whatever it is you want, you will get it. And that's what City Academy is here for, to help you do something and get what it is you want. That's what all of these adults around the room and around the atrium are here for. To help you to do something to get what you want. So, ladies and gentlemen, on this second day of a new academic year, please start taking that on board. Start opening up your mind to realizing you can do things if, number one, you give it a go, and number two, you keep practicing it. And if you do that, wherever you're starting from, you will get to where you want to be eventually. It sometimes takes years. It doesn't happen like that. It sometimes takes years. So, the last thing from me is, have a great year. Make the most of all the opportunities that we offer you in Cannes. Enjoy coming to school. Get involved with academy life. Speak out and help us to make it better. But know that by doing stuff, you can get better. Please remain where you are. Your head to school will dismiss you. We have to move carefully because there are now so many of us. Thank you very much.